welcome back to the Tarot Cottage. My name is Amy. I'm back again today with a pick a card reading for you. And if you're one of my returning subscribers, I just want to say thank you so much for being here, for spending some of your precious time on the channel with me. I know how precious time is. Nothing is certain, so thank you so much for being here today. And if you're finding yourself here for the very first time, please welcome, join us, pull up a cup of tea or a chair, grab yourself a cup of tea, and we'll have a bit of a chat because we're all friends when we gather at my table. So today's pick a card reading is a requested topic from the comment section, actually. And we're asking the question, do they miss you? Do they care at all? Some of you have the impression that this person doesn't care at all, so they're looking deeper. Does this person on your mind miss you? Do they care? How are they feeling right this moment? We do have 3 piles to choose from today. Pile number 1 here with the little orchid flower and the pink quartz. Pile number 2 with the yellow flower and the black obsidian. And pile number 3 with the purple flower and the red jasper. So whichever pile or piles are calling out to you, just know there may be a message waiting from Spirit today. My timestamps are listed below. I'm going to jump right into pile number 1. Again, the topic today is the person on your mind. Do they miss you? Do they care? Pile 1. Hello everybody, all of you who are drawn to pile number 1 with the pink flower or the rose quartz. This is your reading, the person on your mind. Do they miss you? Do they still care? How are they currently feeling about you? So this doesn't have to be a romantic relationship, but I will be pulling cards, thought cards based on a romantic connection if that is something you are looking for. But how is this person currently feeling towards you? Do they miss you? What are their current feelings towards you? Pile 1. We have the Page of Swords, the 3 of Pentacles. Oops. We have the Queen of Swords reversed. The 8 of Swords, very air kind of driven energy here. So this person or you yourself you could both be air signs. We have the Devil, Capricorn. How are they feeling? Do they miss you? Do they still care about you? We have the Ace of Swords here. Back of the deck is the 9 of Pentacles with the 10 of Pentacles. So they really are showing themselves as somebody maybe from your past from quite a long time ago, because they are portraying themselves as somebody who has ascended, who has grown, and they want to project themselves as somebody who has worked very hard to gain a lot in their life and to be in a position of security. And I see that they've worked really, really hard here. You could be asking about a friend. Some of you are asking about an old friend who maybe you had feelings for. Maybe it didn't move into a romantic relationship. But this person is really showing themselves as somebody very stable, somebody secure, somebody very logical and grounded, and somebody who kind of takes very logical steps in life. Over here with the Page of Swords and the 8 of Swords, they are watching you. So I feel like there is, but it's a very practical type of energy here. It's like I'm watching this person, but I feel kind of stuck at the same time. I feel trapped. There's a sense of entrapment here with the Devil and the 8 of Swords. So they could be stuck in some sort of third-party situation with the 3 of Pentacles, and we will be getting some more clarity cards on that in a moment. But they are projecting this sense of, I can't reach out to you because something is holding me back, even though I'm watching you. They're not portraying a lot of emotion in this first spread. It's like they're trying to cling to practicality or cling to logic right now. And it's almost a complacency I'm feeling with these energies. It's like, even though I may have desires, it's kind of like I've settled where I've settled. I've built up a foundation, and appearances are very important to me. The Mother of Swords, the Queen of Swords reversed, you know, she really represents somebody who's very secure in herself, very logical. She makes very important decisions, and she doesn't allow people in her energy that aren't serving her. But in the reverse, it's like this feeling of, I made a rash decision perhaps in the past, and it's like it had taken me this long to realize. It's like an epiphany that went off in my brain that I made the wrong decisions in the past. Or there's an acknowledgement here of of growth, of ascension. I have grown from this Page of Swords energy. So let's clarify a little bit further. This person is showing themselves as someone from your past who is feeling kind of trapped in a situation. And the Devil as well represents somebody who could feel addicted as well. It's a sense of addiction. It could be addiction to your energy or to an actual tangible some like object, or like, you know, addictions come in very many forms. But at the base of all things, with the way that this is laid out, it really shows them feeling stuck, feeling entrapped. How are they currently feeling? Do they miss you? Do they care? Underneath all of this logic, do they miss you? Do they care? We have the Strength card, Leo energy coming out. The Ten of Cups. And we have the Two of Pentacles. Let's clarify that strength, please, Spirit. Knight of Pentacles. The Four of Swords. And the Wheel of Fortune. The back of the deck is the beautiful Sun card. So you could be a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. You don't have to be. On the Temperance card here, this person is, it's like they are waiting for an opportunity or for the world to open up and change, and to kind of change their entire situation to make way for this connection, if that's possible. But it's like, I'm not making any moves to make that happen myself. It's like they want the heavens to open up to create this change. But I do feel like they care very deeply. They don't want to show it though. They're being very kind of pulled back in their emotion. But this Ten of Cups in the center of this reading, and the Wheel of Fortune, even with the Sun, it really talks about fate and their desire to sort of have this emotional happiness with you. And I feel like when they retreat within themselves, with this Four of Swords, it's about pulling back and really meditating upon our life. When they think about you, you do bring them this emotional happiness. And it's like, I'm waiting for that, but I'm juggling a lot of responsibilities. And that Two of Pentacles is about decision. But you see, one foot is firmly planted on the ground while the other one is up in the air. And I'm looking over here, even though I'm supposed to be focused on my responsibilities here. I'm waiting for something to happen. And with the Knight of Pentacles, I'm very sure-footed. I'm working slowly in life, plodding forward, ascending towards my goals, really pushing down the desires inside of me, though. This person is really pushing down their desire to come forward, though. For some reason, they are feeling very stuck. And for some of you watching, they could be stuck in a family situation with that Ten of Cups, with the children involved. It's like, these are some of my responsibilities that I'm really focused on, and that's why I'm wearing this mask. That's why I'm pushing down my desires here. But I'm waiting for something to happen, for like some sort of miraculous moment to come about that will create this happiness for me, that will create the balance that is required in this connection. But they are aware that it's going to take time, and it's like they feel like it's insurmountable. They feel like it's going to take too much time, is what they're saying. That Temperance card is a call for patience, along with that Knight of Pentacles. And at the end of the day is that beautiful Sun. So they're like holding out hope that at the end of the road, there could be a place for you. There's also a message coming through that they are a little bit concerned about how you feel for them currently. They are not sure if you are angry at them. Some of you watching, this person is concerned that you are mad at them for things that have happened in the past, or inaction in the past, or miscommunications that happened in the past. Because this person doesn't present themselves as somebody who is emotionally outspoken, and they seem to kind of live in their mind a lot. There's even this sense of having conversations with you in their mind. Do they miss you? Do they care? You have Thinker. Yeah, they think about you quite a bit. They think about you, and they think about the connection and the intensity of it. But again, it's all in their mind. It does feel like a very strong no contact situation, perhaps for a long time. We have Treasure Island. And again, the imagery of the turtle is another reminder of the patience required here, but it's like they're holding out that hope, and they're prepared to wait too. The practicality inside of them, they're prepared to wait for that opportunity. And there's an expectation here too. There's an expectation that that's going to happen, and it's like they're taking time to dream up the possibilities with the Yang card. That's the divine masculine coming out. It's the inspired thought that leads to change, leads to action, leads to progression in these connections. So they're spending time dreaming up what feels like impossible dreams to them at times, but they feel the strength of this connection, and they're really hoping that there will be a sudden shift. But they don't want to be the cause of it necessarily. Let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally, and that's exactly what they're doing. And that's what they're convincing themselves to do with all of that logic that showed up in the first pile, the first spread. It's like they found out a long time ago, they realized a long time ago that they can't control this situation. And they are fearful of making moves, making the wrong moves. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Back of the deck is let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. And like I said, there is this this idea of friendship here, that this started out as a friendship in the past, and it should have moved into something more. It should have progressed, and it did not. For whatever reason, because of fear, ego issues, you thought you had more time. This should have progressed into something more. Oops. Lost it on the floor. Complacency. So sometimes people will mask fear for logic, and they'll be saying, you know, I'm sitting pretty right now in my situation. I've evolved, I've ascended, I'm comfortable right now. Change is scary and fearful, so I'm going to sit here until it feels right, and I'm going to wait for a cue, quote unquote, I'm quotation marking back here, a cue from the universe to sort of give me the green light in things. But that's really fear talking sometimes. It's fear masquerading as logic, and this complacency card is showing that this person is sitting in a spot of inaction purposefully. Even though times are changing, they see, you know, time is passing by, and they're still sitting complacent and not really making moves towards this connection. Dissipating. This card comes out a lot with the complacency card, because, you know, they may feel like they're ascending, and maybe on a physical plane they are. They're acquiring property and moving up in the world as far as their career, but on an energetic level, on an emotional level, they're not showing a lot of emotion. It's like they've hidden it, they've pushed it down. It's like they're sitting in the snow, sitting in the cold. They've pushed their emotions down, and it's actually, they think they're progressing, but they're actually staying very still. And they have the freedom to move if they choose to, but they are really fearful of rejection, and all of the different voices in their head tell them that they need to be scared or need to be fearful of what's coming. Do they miss you? Do they still care? Sunglasses, watching, looking, stalking. And I said that earlier, that I feel this person is keeping tabs on you. Interested, conversing more, an awaited message arrives, a text, a call, talking. And you know what? Sometimes the Wheel of Fortune can indicate a sudden turn of events, can indicate a sudden change in this connection. So for some of you, you may receive a text message or some sort of reach out from this person out of the blue. We have keys on the ring on the back, many options, decision, unconventional. It says stringing along. For those of you receiving a message, there could be a little bit of stagnancy in and of itself within the messages. You know what I mean? Like a lot of no emotional vulnerability. But take that as it resonates. Let's get some messages from this person. If they could say anything to you right this moment, what would they say to you? Okay, so we have a few coming out already. What would they say, please, Spirit? Do they miss you? Do they still care? Okay, that looks like enough. We have I feel stuck. I feel very stuck here. And we started out your reading with, the devil energy, the Eight of Swords, feeling complacent in a situation, feeling stuck in their current energy, and allowing that to sort of stagnate this connection and themselves. Has too much time passed. I worry that this is all in my head. I wish I had been more honest with you. The longing eats away at me. You take my breath away. And you are a goddess. Let's see what's on the back of the deck here. I didn't realize I loved you until it was too late. So it wasn't until the disconnect happened that they were like, oh, holy, I just maybe let something amazing walk out of my life. How are they feeling? I didn't realize what we had. I didn't realize what we had between us. I'm afraid to take a chance. I'm afraid of rejection. I should have made the first move way back in the day, acknowledging that friendship that existed, acknowledging that they should have moved this connection along. This is the kind of love that people write about. That's a very sweet message. We need to talk. It says, I'm learning to live without you, but it's not by desire. But it is through complacency. It's like a comfort zone is not necessarily a good place to be in, but it feels comfortable. Nothing grows in it, but it feels comfortable. Back up, we also have, can we start over? Back of the deck is the answer is yes. So if you're asking a question about this person or how they're feeling, the answer to your question is yes. Let's get a charm bowl for you. This person's true feelings for you. Do they miss you? Do they still care? Whoops. Okay. Spirit is saying, let's move this along. We have the Six of Cups. Oh, I love that. The Eight of Cups and the Seven of Cups. So now they're showing their emotion in the bowl. They're showing their emotion. That Six of Cups is a beautiful soulmate energy. Again, an acknowledgement of a deep friendship and caring for you on a level outside of a sexual connection. Like on an energetic level, caring for you very, very deeply. Acknowledging that they walked away without revealing their true feelings with the Eight of Cups. And now a fear about where you stand, a fear about how you feel in this connection. They don't know how you feel. It really bothers them. And it adds to their insecurity. But they do miss you. They do very much care. And they have a desire to come forward again with that Six of Cups. Okay, we have baby feet in the bowl. You may have known this person for a very long time, for very much in the past. We have the mermaid in the bowl, and she's a siren. She calls from the deep. And sometimes this person looks at your energy like you're calling to them, and it's beckoning, and it's kind of dangerous. If they're stuck in another situation or stuck in a relationship, it's tempting, and it feels dangerous to them. We have the Wheel of Fortune here. Again, sudden turns of events for some of you coming in for this connection. But also it's about fate. Believe in love. We also have a nickel here from 2015. So May could be significant to you, or the 5th of the month. We have a wing, looking at things from a higher perspective. We also have Taurus in the bowl. And a commandment from the Bible. Let's take a look. I have to bring it so close because it's so teeny. It says, thou shalt not kill. It's like, please don't kill what hope I have. Give me a little bit of hope here. All right, group number 1, that is what I have for you. Does the person on your mind still miss you or still care about you? Do they miss you? If this resonated with you, I would love to hear about it in the comments section. I would love for you to subscribe to this channel and join our family if you haven't done so already. Please hit the like button and the notification bell. Check out my links below if you're curious about a personal reading. But mostly, I hope that you come back and visit me here on another day at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care. Hello everybody, in pile number 2 you were drawn to the yellow flower or to the black obsidian. This is your reading. The person on your mind, do they miss you? Do they still care? What are they currently thinking and feeling about you and this connection? Do they miss you? Do they care? We have the King of Swords coming out first. So do they miss you? We have the Eight of Pentacles. Sorry, the Seven of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles, and it's coming out with the Queen of Swords. So let's clarify that, please. The King of Swords, please. Do they miss you? Do they care? Ace of Swords. Kind of have a bit of a glare there. There we go. Do they miss you? Do they still care? Oh, two coming out the Page of Wands with the Lovers. Do they miss you? Do they still care? Nine of Wands. And then we have the Three of Swords with the Five of Pentacles here. Back of the deck is the Four of Wands. And I just want to take a peek at the world here. So does this person miss you? Do they still care about you? I hope that you guys like cats for this pile. Four of Wands on the back of the deck with the World card. That's pretty powerful, and it really does talk about this person's knowledge of the connection and how they feel about you in general. There is a sense of a desire for closure here. It's like I feel stagnated in my energy. I feel impatience. I've gained a lot of knowledge and perspective on this connection since we've been separated, and it's now very painful for me to almost acknowledge the connection and the depth of it without being able to gain closure on it. And they really want success, but closure is paramount here. And what they're saying, they're saying that it took them some time to really see what they had and see what they had the potential of losing. And there's also an acknowledgement too here that they've had feelings for you for a very long time. This is not something that's new. It's not something that's popped up out of the blue. They've felt this way for you for a very long time, and they've always had this kind of a desire to move towards you. They do think about you, and there is a sense here of heartbreak and loss. Like at the end of the day, they're acknowledging the disconnect between the two, counterparts, the divine masculine and the divine feminine being represented by the King of and Queen of Swords together in the same spread on the same, level, but they're being separated here, and there's an imbalance because of the separation, and it's causing almost a chip on your shoulder, perhaps, maybe causing a chip on this person's shoulder. It's really causing them to feel frustrated and very deeply a kind of under the surface, because they're not showing it, but under the surface, very sad. Three of Swords is about heartbreak. Five of Pentacles says, I'm feeling left in the cold. It's an emotional destitution associated with those two. And you can see in this, card, it's like, I miss my counterpart. These two cats coming together. They miss this other half of themselves. Gemini represented by the Lovers here. We have the Page of Wands, which shows them kind of thinking up ways of coming towards you, kind of fantasizing about ways of coming towards you, because the impatience inside of them is growing, because they've gained that clarity with the Ace of Swords. And it's almost an uncomfortable feeling now. It's like it's brewing up inside of me to want to release the truth that lies there. That King of Swords is a leader, and you can see in this card that this cat is being, surrounded by these butterflies, this image of transformation, of truth, of knowledge making changes in this connection, and that's what they want to do. But there's sadness, like something holds them back. The Lovers is also a acknowledgement of the attraction that exists and the curiosity, the sexual curiosity that exists. I don't feel like you maybe were intimate with this person in the past, or if you were, it was very short-lived. It just kind of, it was like a taste and they want more. But I do feel like for the majority of you watching, there was nothing going on. The Nine of Wands here. It's like I've been holding post for so long, being left out in the cold for so long. For some of you, this is a very long period of disconnect. and you wonder, has too much time passed? Is it too much now? Is it all in my mind? And is it one-sided as well? They ask themselves that quite a bit. They ask themselves if it's one-sided, or if you are actually feeling the exact same thing that they are feeling. So let's get some clarity here. I do feel like they care about you. There is a lot of sadness associated with their feelings around you. But let's dig a little bit deeper here. Do they miss you? Do they still care? Nine of Wands again. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy. Seven of Pentacles again. Do you see how Spirit's like, I'm just going to keep telling you what I told you. Five of Wands. And the Six of Pentacles. Let's clarify that. Nine of Wands, please. Strength, Leo energy. Three of Swords, Eight of Pentacles. We have the Three of Swords already. The Empress. King of Swords. And Four of Wands, back of deck. You have, it definitely could be a twin flame soulmate connection here. Spirit, it's like, I'm trying to let you know what potential exists in this connection, what a valuable connection this is to your ascension and to your growth here. Like, you're learning a lot through this connection. The Spirit is saying, I'm kind of repeating my original message. They're throwing themselves into work. They're throwing themselves into everyday tasks and into the task at hand. Whatever can kind of distract them is what they throw themselves into. And with the Eight of Pentacles, again, is that message of, I'm just seeing a lot of time lined up. A lot of time of separation. It's like I'm marking off on the tree, like in that movie with Tom Hanks where he was on the island. It's like he was marking off the time he was stuck there. That's what I'm seeing. I'm marking off the years, for some of you, the years it has taken that I felt this way. The years are lined up with the Nine of Wands as well. And there's an impatience growing within that sadness. It's like, I don't want to feel this way anymore. And it's something brewing up inside this person. There's a jealousy with the Five of Wands concerning the Empress, the divine feminine in this connection. And always remember, it's about energy. It's not about gender. When I say divine masculine and divine feminine, it's just about energy. It can be two males, two females. It doesn't matter. It's just about the energy. And, which person kind of embodies that energy field in this connection. So there's jealousy here and a sense of competition too. The Empress can represent motherhood as well. So some of you could be parents. And there's jealousy concerning that. Someone you've partnered with, they don't like the idea of anybody else being with you, of anyone else even honestly having children with you. That really bothers them. Take that message as it resonates. If you're not a mother, then that just means that they're putting you on that pedestal and they assume that everybody else wants you too. Because I don't feel like they have any information about you. This keeps sliding down. They're having a difficult time staying stoic and keeping their feelings hidden. And they are feeling frustrated with being left out in the cold. They are saying that they're tired. They don't know how to get in touch with you, for some of them. And it's like, I'm tired of digging for scraps or begging for scraps of information about this person. So this person definitely misses you, definitely still thinks about you. You have to the sea. It's the sense of the desire to let things flow naturally, and a message from Spirit to let go of control issues in this connection. We have co-create with Spirit. This is a reminder from Spirit that this potential in this egg, it's like about to burst. But we have to look at things from a logical perspective. And the cheetah in the card really reminds us to lay in wait until the opportunity is ripe and upon us, and then charging forward. So this person could definitely be watching you, keeping tabs on you, and that's why they're jealous, because they're seeing you out and about with perhaps other people. But it's like they're laying in wait, waiting for that opportunity to come charging in. We do have chaos and conflict at the back of the deck, so there could be some concern of breakdown. It's kind of the Tower energy, uncontrolled chaos, uncontrolled change that can't be sort of revisited or taken back. Finances and career are a factor right now in your person. And we have, you deserve love, you are lovable. So this person maybe are still ascending as far as their physical plane. They're still working on their coin. And we see them as being a very, projecting themselves as a very hard worker as well with the Eight of Pentacles. And they're saying, I don't have enough to offer you. And I feel like I put you on this pedestal and there may not be, you may not look at what I have to offer as something very valuable. And so I'm jealous of everybody who can give you what I can't right now. So there is a sense of this person working on themselves, working really hard to build up a foundation of something they feel like you would be deserving of, because they're saying you're so lovable, you deserve so much, and I don't know if I can give that to you right now in my current state. And I feel like it's really unfounded. I feel like you would take them as they are, but in their mind, it's like, no, this is not what, it wouldn't be enough. I want them to see me as a king. We have attraction on the back of the deck. Deep, deep attraction here, especially with the Lovers present. They very much find you physically appealing. Isolation. They feel lonely in their disconnect. And in their isolation of you, that's very lonely as well. They don't share it with other people. It's something that lies inside of their heart. It's something they have to kind of wear a mask about in life. Nobody knows about this. If they are, the people in their life right now, if they are in another connection, take that as it resonates. That's not really being projected here, but, or I'm not getting that message myself. But they do feel kind of lonely in this isolation. They do feel lonely in the knowledge. And they wonder if it's just one-sided. Renewal. They want to move forward. They want that closure. They want this beautiful success with the World card. They want to open up the lines of communication as well, because they see the potential here. Expansion at the back of the deck. Spirit is saying there could be very valuable opportunities here that lay. We have the sunglasses watching you, keeping tabs on you. And we have two. The Cupid's arrow, having faith, love is coming, surprise, invitation, and palm tree, stability, security, permanence, growth. Their logical mind tells them that they need to build up a bigger foundation. They want to offer you this. At the end of the day, they want to give you this, but they are presenting themselves again as this page, because they're saying, I don't have this yet, but I'm working hard on it. And this, they again are acknowledging, and I feel like you both have that knowledge, that there is something very special about this connection. It feels like it's something that has taught you a lot about yourself as well. Your commitment is being tested because of the length of time that many of you have experienced the disconnect here. And it's surprising, I think it surprises some of you how much you still think about this person, and vice versa as well. If the person on your mind could say anything to you right this moment, what would they say? I worry this is all in my head. I worry that it's one-sided. I feel very lonely, again, in this isolation of you between the two of us, because I feel like you are my soulmate, but I don't know how you feel. You are a goddess. And it's coming up, floating over top of this beautiful Empress card. They do put you on a pedestal. They set you apart from other people. The distance between us is killing me. And we also have coming out, I want to see you again. Back of the deck energy is, I'm ready to act. Let's get a few more messages here, please. If they could say anything right this moment, what would they say? Whoops. Someone from your past will return. So, no one has ever made me feel like you do. Says you needed to hit rock bottom so you could teach others to rebuild. And again, the sense of renewal, a sense of the desire to shift this connection. The desire to move it into a new place. I am being driven by responsibility right now. I wish you could see yourself through my eyes. Aww. You deserve every good thing. Please reach out to me. Oh my goodness. But I am learning to live without you. I have two more here. You are like a dream. And I try not to miss you, and I wish that I was better at it. Back of the deck energy is losing you is my biggest regret. The one that got away. Group number 2, please. Do they miss you? Do they care? We have the Empress coming out, falling out of the bowl. And she flipped back around. She's being shy. So the Empress, the Three of Pentacles, and the Four of Wands again. Oh my gosh. Four of Wands in the bowl. You have the Four of Wands as backup deck energy for both of your decks today. Definitely twin flame energy, soulmate. You know, if you subscribe to that idea, and not everybody does, they are just acknowledging that they feel that connection. And Spirit is saying, yes, that connection is definitely real. You are in a foundation phase right now, and this person could definitely be building up a foundation with someone else, or vice versa. There could be children involved in your life or in this person's life. That Empress can represent motherhood. So you may be building a foundation with somebody else, but this person really has dreams of building a foundation with you. They are missing you. They do think about you. They do care. We have the Dragon here. The Dragon reminds me of the Emperor because he armors himself for battle. And he's very scaly. He protects himself. He's not vulnerable in an emotional sense. But dragons always have their soft spot. We have a nickel from 2006. So May or the 5th of the month could be significant to you. There is a beaver on this nickel, signifying somebody putting in a lot of hard work. And I keep being driven back to this Eight of Pentacles. This person is working really hard in life, building up a foundation for themselves. They are acknowledging that they feel like they are your other half here. We have the Whale. They feel like if they don't express themselves to you soon, they're going to burst. We have a little heart here as well with the star energy, Aquarius in the bowl. Twice. You could both be Aquariuses, or just really have hope and faith in this connection that there is something very special, very otherworldly about it. The long feather, it really gives me shamanic type of vibes, and it really makes me feel about looking at things from a higher perspective, using our inner wisdom to really gauge a situation. And we do have the little cross here, so religion could be a big factor in this connection, or responsibilities, cultural responsibilities or expectations as well. Group number 2, that is your reading. Very strong energy here with these Four of Wands. I don't think that's ever happened, to be honest, to me. So very, very interesting. If this resonated, I would love to hear about it in the comment section. Please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on videos that I post. We would love to have you join our little family. You can check out my links below if you're curious about a personal reading. If you go to my Etsy page and it's empty, it just means that I've sold out for that day, but I do refresh it every weekday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so please check back often. I hope that you come back and visit me at another day at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care. Hello everybody. In pile number 3, you were drawn to this purple little flower, or perhaps to the red jasper, and this is your reading. The person on your mind, do they miss you? Do they still care about you? How are they currently feeling about you in this connection? So this doesn't have to be a romantic relationship you're asking about. However, I will be pulling the romance thought cards, of course, but it can be anybody that you're in disconnect from. Do they miss you? Do they still care? Whoops. I have to reshuffle that. That didn't feel good. Do they miss you? Do they still care? We have the Ace of Wands. We could be dealing with a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. We have the Five of Cups. We have the Lovers. So already in this spread, not only does this person still think about you, the World is on the back of that deck. Not only do they still think about you, but they have very passionate, fiery thoughts about you. And they do regret a lot of things that have happened and transpired in this connection. So they do definitely think about you, and they do miss this connection in the sense of knowing that there's a deep attraction here that exists. There's Gemini energy here, fire energy, and they desire closure. They definitely desire closure in this connection. So do they miss you? Do they still care? Clarifying the Ace of Wands. Ten of Swords. Seven of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. I just heard I've had to bury my feelings for you. Had to bury my feelings. Back of the deck is the Knight of Wands here and the Three of Cups. So they're acknowledging a friendship that existed between the two of you. It could have been a friendship that led to a romantic relationship, although for many of you, I feel like it's a friendship that didn't move into a romantic realm and perhaps should have in the past. There's similar vibes to pile one, so you might want to check out that reading if you're curious. We could definitely be dealing with a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius with the Knight of Wands, and they do think about you. And again, a lot of their thoughts, I feel like they distract themselves with thoughts of you when it comes to passionate thoughts about you. I'm trying to keep it PG so that YouTube doesn't ban it, but they do think about you in a passionate way. They would love to kind of explore with you. And there's an acknowledgement here that I don't really have a plan of action. I don't really know where it would go. It's like the fantasy doesn't move past that because they can't see a way around the disconnect right now. And as I was shuffling, I kept hearing, I buried my love for you. I've had to bury my love for you. And there is this sense of loss with the Five of Cups and a sense of impatience with the Pentacles here, with the Seven of Pentacles. A sense of like, I put my faith and hope into this connection and I planted that seed and nothing ever came about it. And so now there's a sense of impatience when it comes to this connection and the hope for something more. The Ten of Swords, I will say this. The Ten of Swords is a reminder to us to kind of go with the flow and to create new plans of action when we recognize that how we have behaved or thought in the past hasn't led us to where we want to be. And it is an acknowledgement to let go of old ideas that have sort of been transfixed in our mind. So this person is like, should I give up on this possibility? They do have this mindset about perhaps giving up, wondering if you've forgotten about them during all of this time apart. With that Nine of Pentacles, they do see you as somebody who has evolved, who has ascended. They think if they're keeping tabs on you on social media, they think you're very attractive, or they want to explore how you have moved on, how you have evolved. They want to get to know you truly. If they've known you from the past, they want to explore how you are now. Now that there's been some time, they want to see how you have grown in every sense of the word, truly. Acknowledging Gemini energy here at the Lovers, but acknowledging that deep connection and attraction. And they really do find you, again, very focused on your looks, very focused on how you look and how they would like to explore that with you. So let's clarify a little further. Do they miss you? Do they care? They definitely think about you a lot, and there is regret, and I do feel like they care. They do miss you. They do have regret. We have the Star, Aquarius. Oh, Two of Cups. The Chariot. Wow. I will say this, both the Chariot and the Lovers, major arcana about decisions and charging into your decisions. I just saw Temperance, but it went back in. Do they miss you? Do they care? How do they currently feel? Three of Swords. The thought of giving you up, or the thought of giving up on this connection, really breaks their heart as well. King of Cups. Two of Pentacles. Back of the deck, again, Nine of Pentacles. They were really presenting you as a queen. We have the Seven of Pentacles underneath, portraying that impatience of wanting to explore you, wanting to see how you have evolved. And they also want to show you how they've evolved. I feel like saying that this is, you know, coming up twice, it's mirrored energy. It's like, I want to show you how I've moved on, how I've grown up. I want you to see me in a light of ascension as well. So definitely feel like this person has you on their mind on a regular basis. I feel like they acknowledge that there is a very strong connection here. The Two of Cups with the King of Cups is definite soulmate energy for me. And they're holding out hope, but there's a sadness about it. Like, I'm wasting my energy elsewhere, or they wonder if you're wasting your energy elsewhere. There's a sadness about it. Like, I'm holding out hope, but I don't know how to make that happen. And so it's like a very emotional, very deeply emotional when they think about you. That King of Cups is the most emotional of all of the kings, and he is sometimes overly dramatic when it comes to his emotions. So even though this person says, you know, I have a lot of responsibilities in life, and they're juggling a lot of things, they could be making a decision between two different people. With the Chariot and the Lovers and the Two of Pentacles, there could be this decision that needs to go into place between two different situations or two different people. Take that as it resonates to your situation. But there is this sense of uncertainty and imbalance. It's like, I have my feet firmly planted in one situation, but now I'm over here having to juggle my thoughts and feelings for this person. So you are on their mind. They do care about you. They do miss you. There is a sense of loss and remorse too. They feel like they kind of missed out or really ruined their opportunities when it comes to you. Oops. Milk and honey. You represent like a happy place. You represent, you know, the goal, what's at the end of the rainbow. And we have new life. Again, the message is coming through that some of them are making a decision between two situations. And embarking on a brand new adventure with you means a brand new life. That Knight of Wands goes charging into the future without a plan. He doesn't know where it ends. And like I said, this person fantasizes about you a lot, and that's kind of where that ends for them. It won't let them get past this fantasy point. They can't make a plan for the long haul because they just can't foresee it in that way. Back of the deck is Truth Be Told, wearing masks. And you know, the owl present is about wisdom. It's about opening up a door and letting other people in on our truth. Not holding back our truth. Making our decision to acknowledge something and to charge towards it. Not just letting all of our hopes lie in our hearts, but letting it trickle into the ethereal. Past life relationship, you have known each other before. Very strong energies here, I have to admit, with the Two of Cups and the King of Cups and the Star. Even, you know, there's a lot of major arcana in your pile. So you may have spent many lifetimes with this person, but there's also can reflect the past in this lifetime as well. Calling in your soulmate. We talked about that if you subscribe to the ideology of soulmates and twin flames, and not everybody does, and that's okay. There is an acknowledgement here that this person feels that. They feel like there could be something more, but I don't feel like they can really put their finger on it perhaps. But they do feel like there could be something more. Back of the deck is this this situation involves marriage, wedding card. So there could be a situation for some of you watching where this person is actually in another relationship, and that's what they're deciding between here in the future. It's like an acknowledgement of what they want, but there's a decision to be made for sure with the Chariot, the Lovers, the Two of Pentacles. There's evolution that's happened here. Time has come and sort of passed a long length of time. Enlightenment. And the Acceptance card. I said earlier in the spread that this person doesn't kind of allow their thought process to move past the fantasy point. And that's truly how this is reflecting right here with this spread with the Acceptance and the Enlightenment card. It's like I've accepted. It's like a complacency. It's like I've made my bed. I'm going to lie in it now. But it's through this period of retreat and reflection upon their situation, that they have been enlightened to the importance of this connection in their mind. It is lighting a fire underneath them. Again, it's stirring them up. That Knight of Wands likes action. He is adventurous. He wants movement. He is a movement card. So this person's getting a little bit, they're getting a little bit restless, just leaving everything in the fantasy land. We have Clock, need time, takes time. They're worried about too much time passing before they can make their decision. Are already acknowledging, they are acknowledging already that time has passed quite a bit. With the fact that we have two queens here, these Nine of Pentacles, she is someone who has worked hard to get to where she is, and that takes time. So they're saying, you know, it's taken a lot of time already between this disconnect. I don't know if you're willing to wait long enough. We have Coffins, endings bring new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, and transition. That Coffin card coming over the Two of Pentacles with the Chariot energy, there could be a change in their situation in the future, and that is going to cause this big decision. So take that as it resonates, but there could be movement in the future with the Chariot in this connection. Divine timing is at play. Spirit wants to be very clear about that. We have Paradise, happiness, expansion, joy at the back of the deck, and enjoying each other. So the future of this connection could involve a sudden change after the ending of a situation they may be in. So take that as it resonates. We have the Elephant. I feel like this person, back of the deck is the Tarantula. I feel like this person has been spending a very long time pining over you. I feel like they do miss you a lot. They do care about you a lot, and they have exercised a lot of patience in their heart, or they feel like they have, when it comes to their feelings for you. That Elephant is charging through the night, being a leader. It's weathered many storms perhaps, and it's still carrying that flame despite the fact that it's hot. It's lighting the way. And the patience is really paramount here, because again, this ascension has taken a long time. So there has been a period of disconnect for quite a while. If this person could say anything to you right this moment, what would they say? Do they miss you? Do they care? What are their thoughts right this moment, please? I worry that this is all in my head. I worry that this person doesn't feel the connection the way that I do. But in my heart, I dream about the life we almost had. I still feel jealous over you. And the Knight of Wands can be a very jealous character, very fiery. Has too much time passed. The tick-tock of the clock is really in their mind. I can't come forward right this moment. They're saying something has their attention, something has their focus. They are plagued with some responsibilities. Back of the deck is I am afraid of rejection. What does the person have to say to you? Ever since you left, you haven't left me. I can't stay away any longer, but I don't want to cause chaos in your life right now. And I feel like that's more self-serving on their end. I feel like it could cause chaos in their situation. I want to kiss you, but it's double-sided. It says I fantasize about what I want to do with you. We have I'm working on myself, and I didn't realize what we had. The last time I saw you, it crushed me. Oh. You make me want to be at my best. And this one fell out as well. I felt an instant connection. But the back of the deck says cat and mouse game. So, you know, acknowledgement that there was a friendship here in the past of this connection with that Three of Cups. And maybe acknowledging that there was some flirtation on your part and maybe some push and pull, some back and forth here that both excited and frustrated them. A charm bowl, please, for group 3. This person, do they miss them? Do they care? We have the Star again, Aquarius, 10 of Cups, and the Queen of Cups. Lots of love in that bowl. Lots of love, lots of hope, and emotional abundance. And the Queen of Cups, you know, she is very compassionate, very loving, and she puts a lid on her emotions. She doesn't let a drop of it go to waste. So this person is saying, you know, I've felt this way for a while and it's not going anywhere. This is kind of like a light that leads them. This connection sort of leads them forward, and it's not going anywhere. They're not going to let this fall away. And that was decided a long time ago. Oh. The bell and the heart haven't come out in such a long time. They really would love to communicate with you, and this can be a very positive sign about movement in the future as well. We did see movement in the future. The heart is a soft little heart that my daughter made me when she was little. She's now almost a teenager, so she's kind of sassy, but when she was little, she liked me. And it's really my symbol of home and comfort and love, and how you make this person feel. It really kind of reflects that Queen of Cups energy. We have a cat in the bowl, so Leo energy, but also claiming your independence and sort of aloofness. We have our Lord on the cross, so a sense of self-sacrifice. Somebody feels like they are sitting in a position where they are putting others before themselves. The Empress in the bowl, motherhood. There could be children involved in this connection or in your life, because we do have children themed in the Ten of Cups. We have the Queen of Cups, which is a mothering energy, and we do have the Empress in the bowl. So take that as it resonates. We have the chain, representing the connection here that binds the two of you, but also something that makes us tethered. Something is restricting perhaps this person. We do have a nickel, and the nickel's been showing up all day. 2006 is the date on this nickel. There's a beaver on it. It is about putting work in and responsibilities. So this person is really perhaps family oriented, very driven towards their responsibility, feeling stuck, and that's why they're not allowing their emotions to move past the passionate stage right now, that fiery kind of fantasy stage. But there's movement in the future. They have a decision to make, so something could fall apart in the future for them that forces movement. We have the little bee here, which is again is a sense of self-sacrifice for me with the crucifixion scenery in the bowl, a sense of self-sacrifice to the greater good, like I'm serving the greater good. And we do have the star imagery here, Aquarius in the bowl, but it holds a little fairy. And for that charm, I always get the sense of like wishing for something that feels otherworldly or hard to maintain or hard to attain. Magical, a magical connection as well. All right, group number 3, that is what I have for you. Does the person on your mind miss you? Do they still care? If this reading resonated with your situation, I would love to hear about it in the comment section. I would love for you to join our family here and subscribe to the channel. Please hit the notification bell and the like button. It really helps me to bring more content to you. You can check out my links below if you're interested in a personal reading. And if you go to my Etsy page and it's empty, it just means that I've sold out for that day, but I do refresh it daily at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so check back often. I hope you come back and visit me today. I hope you come back and visit me at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care.